We're all friends. We always collapse the track after the Neo, so...
Yeah.
I said, Lord, oh, Lord, oh, Lordy, they still going out to get up.
Welcome back to Neo 2018, and it's our last day of coverage from RC Radovan in Alicante because it's finals day. You know what that means?
Monster excitement montage exceptional.
Well, you know, they say a change is as good as a rest.
I don't feel very rested.
That's because it's been an epic event. It's where? Spain. You guys made it then?
Just got the driver's list.
Circle any driver we've ever heard of. Put it to you that is bad sportsmanship.
You aren't doing a good enough job.
Because they don't like shouting anymore.
Have a great working relationship.
No sé quién es. Oh.
Okay, this is
Take bolt B from bag 77.
Big Throw!
Sometimes the cold wind gets a little tough. It seems I
Unbelievable.
You know, the overriding thing is that the Neo family is evolving, and just like any family going through big change, it's important to remember that what's at the core is love.
Really is.
And to that end, I've been working tirelessly, all Neo, just to help as many people as I can. If you need us to help you with anything at all, if you need me to help, I'm here for you.
Thank you, but at the moment was okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
No worries. I'm here for him. I'm here for everybody. But if you need me to help, serve, or anything, I'm here for you. Okay? Do you need any help with that?
Yeah, a lot.
Is there anything you need me to help you with? No. Hello, this is a message for Team DXR. I'm not sure if you've got anything in the works, but I can do anything. I'll clean, I'll fetch food,
Please, no.
Right, Ty, yeah. Could be there in about 10 hours. Yeah. Stuff, yeah, I got some J concepts. You tried this new hot race, mate. Everything alright in there? Jared, mate, of course I'm here for you. There's no hard feelings. Budget's a push for everyone in the industry right now, and, you know, times like this we all have to pull together.
Here's one thing.
A fantastic day here in Alicante, Phil.
Yeah, wonderful. Amazing weather today. The sun's been shining. There's hardly been any wind. Track's been fantastic. The grip came up a little bit, and we've just, one of the best 60-minute attrition finals I've ever seen in my life.
Yes, and the atmosphere was pretty heightened.
I'd say it was electric.
Electric, yes. And talking about electric, electric went down first, as it usually does. Wasn't too many surprises in electric, was there?
No, I think we were all looking at on growth throughout the tail end of qualifying as looking really on the money. He's obviously double TQ, so obviously he should be. But yeah, he basically had the pace in that class and was, I don't know, I mean, I wouldn't say untroubled, but you know, he had the measure pretty much.
The action, the pace, there was no let up because Angoro won his electric and he stayed on the driver's stand and began his semi-practice.
Yeah, that's how we roll, you know. We
Yeah.
practice. I wouldn't say panic stations, you know, we've got it under control.
Not exactly panic stations.
No.
Okay. Zac Ryan's back. He wants to know, are you agnostic or religious or atheist? Could it be that Thor is the one true Lord? And if so, could he help with lap times? Or is he more of a consistency god? had the top three. They changed order, but they finished in the top three.
Yeah, pretty much. In the last sort of year, we've always said there's a kind of established a top four since the Euros in Sweden, and they swapped places around, and as was the case in the final. But yeah, basically we thought Ongaro was kind of walk away with it, but I think the track changed or something changed a little bit. Ronefalk found a bit more pace. He was on his crescendo run.
He was, yeah. So there's a top three, but it's number 4 that stood out to me with Burak.
Yeah, again, it was a late decision for them to come here, representing Agama, one of our lovely sponsors, and he really delivered. It's great to see, young blood getting up there.
So for me, Semi B was basically about the 2 British Neo regulars at both ends of the spectrum. Boots managed to put it together and have a really good run at one end of the things, and the other end of things, Lee Martin's Neo look.
Yeah, sadly, it kind of continued. He didn't have great luck here at Redovan at the Euros either, unfortunately. Lee's a good friend, so I'd like to see him do a little bit better, but such is life.
And that takes us to the final.
Away cleanly from Ongaro. In fact, Boots is actually, Ongaro and Boots have gone through together. The 4 have gone through 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 5 and 6. They've gone through in order, and they're coming down the hill for the first time and into the sharp left. Now, at this point, the absolute key thing is not to make any mistakes, because if you make a mistake, you're going to fall to the back of the grid. And already, Ronefalk just gapping slightly Ongaro. His cars will almost certainly be on different tyres to last the hour than they were for the 20 minutes. There's lots of fuel strategies to talk about. We don't know who's going to do what. And they plunge down to the Arg for the first time. It's all going in grid order at the front of the race. Ronefalk turns first. It's 1, from 2, from 3, from 4, from 5, from 6, from 7, from 8, from 11. So actually moving up a pair. The only person is how Figueroa has moved 3 places. And they are keeping themselves going. The first 3 slightly breaking away. They're all together to go through the S-Works S for the second time, and now turning back down onto the roller coaster, the first part, the second part, and then the third part that's tricky only because you have to get the landing right so you can turn left, and whoa! Ronefalk got it completely wrong. May have got lifted up by the wind. He drops a second, and the lead goes to Ongaro. Ronefalk there is now having a battle with Battle, which is always difficult to say, but it's Ongaro who's leading after that kind of open-air wind situation took Ronefalk out of the lead, and now he's having a bit of a scrapette with current European Championship Robert Battle. That's the world champion, the European champion, and a nice little lead as they come to end lap 2 for David Ongaro. But the effect of all that is Boots managed to bridge the gap again. So we now have 4, 5, and also René Savoia. I said has looked good the whole time. Top 6 now pretty together. In fact, Canas has actually managed to take advantage of Boots being slightly checked up by Robert Battle to go into 4. So it's Ongaro. Behind him is Ronefalk. Behind him is Robert Battle. That's one car's Canas, Elliot Boots, and René Savoia. And then a slight gap to Martin Valanka before Barufalo comes through behind them. And Canas, a bit of an oversteer moment, which only really kind of solved it. Oh, and off then, this time off goes Ongaro. So into the lead, possibly. Yes, he does. He keeps it. Goes Ronefalk. Ronefalk takes the lead, exactly the same place we lost the previous lap. Little kiss up the backside there from Battle on Ongaro. But we now have another change for lead in lap 2, but they are all hopping along. Boots has dropped off a little bit off the back of Canas. I'm not sure he was that keen on being that close to him. It's a very, very long race. And in very long races, you always kind of think that Robert Bataille could be the wily old fox. Now, at this point, there's a tiny gap is appearing between Ongaro and Battle spun right off the track, so that's a real. The first person to have a big mistake is Battle, and he's spun off the track. He got brought back on again, but he's dropped down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th place, and lets the other 2 get away. Canas is still in 3rd now, Boots in 4th, Savoia in 5th. The first 2 is your world champion leading, David Ronefalk from Sweden with the HP, and behind him it is your reigning champion of Neo. 22 minutes down, almost 38 and a bit to go. The lead still at 4.3 seconds overall. But I'm not sure what happened there. I think Ronefalk's had a problem. Ronefalk has had a problem. Ronefalk has dropped out at that point. He's now coming back in again. So I don't know what happened there. Ronefalk was off the track for a second. He's rejoined. The lead is now with Ongaro. I could see Adrien Bertin walking back from the pits. I've no idea what happened there. We didn't have that. It was just kind of fell off the track whilst leading by 4 seconds. Let's pick up Ronefalk. He's about to come onto the paving section now, coming towards us. Ronefalk was off the track. Now, I'll tell you now that Ongaro has taken the lead. What has happened to Ronefalk? Ronefalk just came off the track and is not happy about something. Ronefalk's got a problem. Ronefalk looks like a clutch problem or a gearbox problem. Ronefalk's gone. Ronefalk has gone again. It's a mechanical that's taken Dave Ronefalk out of this Neo Championship when it was his to lose. And he has lost it. So I'm afraid the Swede has had a mechanical issue with his HB or his Orion power. And we saw a lap ago. Let's keep with the car that's being brought back. And we'll pick up another car over again. Let's get the whole story as back comes Ronefalk. Looks like it's it. We didn't see what caused the initial problem. But another car disappears. And this now means there's a 14-second lead for Ongaro. And the lead is actually out to 13.5. But look, suddenly Bataille's got himself right up the backside of Savoia. And now we'll be looking to get through. So we're on a very different fuel strategy. So I'm not sure how hard he's going to fight Battle, but Battle now looking to get into second. Oh, got the inside nicely there, and he's going to just can he do a 3-corner pass? Check pass, no. Blocked nicely again by Savoia. But Battle want to get moving on. He want to try and get himself to get some clean air to start attacking that massive lead of David Ongaro, the young Italian who's looking to go for back-to-back Neo titles. Something that Adam Drake has done, something Jared Thibault has done. Even Jared Thibault, actually. I get in trouble from saying Jared, don't I? Jared Thibault. So you have only Americans of back-to-back. So will the first European to back-to-back be Ongaro? He's having to stop. Let's see what happens. A very clean stop. Don't crash on the exit. And this obviously will make it much closer. We've got another 12.3 that time. So another 7 or 8 tenths were gained by Battle. The Battle is reeling him in, but it's a very difficult job when you're a long way behind. So after a set of stops, the lead is now 10. Whoa, so that was a nearly 2-second gain during the pit stop sequence. So great work by Robert's pit crew. Still have 23 minutes to go. This is a 45-minute race. You kind of said it was pretty much done and dusted for Ongaro because you could take these relaxing moments. Problem is, it's an hour race. You've got an extra 15 minutes of bald tyres and hoping for the best. So what we're going to do when Ongaro crosses the line now, we'll wait. When he crosses the line, we'll wait and we'll pick up Robert for the next few laps, see how he's going to catch up. So just wait there at the start-finish line. That lap was a 56.1, a cracking lap in fact. So Ongaro is just putting the pedal down a bit. And now we pick up the number 3, this car now, the orange car, that is Battle. And Battle's lap was a 56.8. So it's all ebbing back towards Ongaro. Ongaro's appears to have just about enough in hand that he can keep the gap at around 10 seconds. Now the interesting thing is Ongaro is going to begin to be in the eyesight of Battle when he actually turns around some of the hairpins. 15 minutes to go. This would have been the end of the race in a normal Neo, but we've got another 15 minutes left. Another lap completed for Ongaro. That one round was a 56.7. As I said, he tends to put in a fast one after a mistake and then following quite closely behind a 56.6. So Battle and Ongaro are really close. Now the other thing that's interesting, of course, is if Battle can make 2 seconds up on a pit stop as he has been doing, and in fact now they're going to come out together because there is Ongaro and Battle are together. In fact, Ongaro now takes the lead. Oh, Battle took the lead, but he lost it immediately because Ongaro came with fuel. So actually Battle's lost a couple of seconds there. He was actually basically in the lead for about a tenth of a second, and in trying to avoid having it coming together with Ongaro, he actually then lost momentum and spun it. Otherwise, so he's basically blown about 2 seconds there. And my guess is he'll be coming in for fuel next time. So let's be with Battle, please, just at the back of those two cars. It would have been, so it's the first mistake he's made, and oddly he made it trying to avoid his major rival. And he's not got a chance to do what he wanted to do, I'm sure, to put some pressure on the young Italian who's made his penultimate pit stop. And down they go. So my guess is Battle's going to go in. This is going to extend the lead out again to 7 or 8 seconds. And they're both now struggling a little bit of a grip on that section. And it's going to give a lot of confidence to Ongaro as Battle pits in for fuel. He's going to need to have a very good fuel stop if he's not going to end up a long, long way behind. Off they go again. Out goes Battle. He needs to be clear. That was a pivotal moment there because he's basically lost 2 seconds because he just thought he was going to have a coming together with Ongaro, even though it was Ongaro. And what happened was he spun it right round. So both these guys have one more pit stop. And visually, I would say that it's about 6 seconds. So that one comes round, and the lead now is down to 4 seconds. That's the closest it's been. It's a 4-second gap. So we're going to stick with this, and there's traffic coming up. So in that last lap running round, Battle lost 3 seconds, only because the worry for Ongaro, to be honest, is actually about the fuel stops. And I think Ongaro now is nothing like 3 seconds ahead. And the wily old fox is absolutely chasing down the young man, and the two of them are going to be on the same stretch of tarmac in a minute. When you look forward, you look on this, as he exits the patio, Battle is on the patio, so this 14-second lead has been eroded. Nice bit of driving there by the other driver to let him through. That was Zanchetin, I think it might be. Perhaps not. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So Battle now comes around, and it is Battle drawn because he can see his target, and the lead drops down to 2.1. So whether we have a struggling engine or struggling for grip, the fact is that Robert is beginning to get closer and closer and closer and closer to his quarry, which is the young Italian. And no surprise to anyone this has happened, because if anyone can hunt someone down over 35 minutes, that man is world champion from 2012 and triple European and current reigning European champion Robert Bataille. But on the flip side, if anyone can put in some fantastic lap times to pull away again, it's our rising star of RC racing within Europe and the Neo 17 champion of David Ongaro. But I tell you what, Ongaro has lost more time this time, and it's not long before they're going to both be in the same frame. And at that point, it might even be that Battle might be able to get past her in the pit stops. So Battle really, at this moment, even though he's behind, has a definite advantage. The lead has dropped down to 2.1 seconds, so it was just only a tenth either way. That, in fact, they were absolutely identical. So Ongaro once again is responding. He's lucky enough to have a car in between them. That's the 5 machine of Canas again who's got in between them. There is a lot of traffic, despite the huge size of this track, there's still a lot of traffic around. There's 2 seconds. If you look ahead of the picture, which is Battle, you'll see, there he goes, that flash to the left-hand side is David Ongaro. They have to be perfect. And Ongaro now has got 2 cars ahead. Oh, that's lucky. 1 car rolled out the way. They probably asked him to stay out the side he does. So the lead is pretty similar to it was. They come down the pavement. You can now see both cars in the same shot. Ongaro goes through the Arg, and there is Robert Bataille. They are right behind each other, and there's 10 minutes to go. And he's had an accident. Oh, and there goes into the lead. Goes and it's a big accident. And Robert Bataille takes the lead. And Ongaro has been hunted. He has been caught. He has been overtaken. And it only took 33 minutes for one of the greatest racing drivers of any scale, of any form, to consistently batter his young opponent into making a mistake. But now it's undeniable. It is easier to chase than be chased, and suddenly it all changes around. The fox will be chased by the hound, and it is a chance for Ongaro to show us what he's got in these remaining 10 minutes. What is the gap at the moment? It's a 3.8 second lead to Robert Bataille, and he's on camera at the moment somewhere. I don't know where he is, hopping up to the patio section. Where is Ongaro? Ongaro is coming. Let's switch our attention to the Italian Ongaro. He's now just coming off the patio section because he now has the advantage of having nothing to lose and everything to gain in this, the Neo 18 final. And if anything has ever justified Phil's decision to make this final an hour long, it is this fantastic cat and mouse tactical battle of supreme driving ability from both these drivers, and the man who you would put your house on to come forward over a long race has done it so far. But has he got in the lead too early? Has he given a chance for Ongaro just to throw caution to the wind, run that associated maximum power, and go, go, go against the Spaniard? In comes Battle. He's fueled up. He's released. And he comes out, and the gap is nothing like what it was. So this is on this last lap. Suddenly, look, you can see at the back of the S-Works, there is Ongaro, and he's really just gone for it. Look at it, you can see it now, the young Italian. The body language of the car has completely changed. It's, I've been driving within myself to protect the lead for 40 minutes. That's not what I want to do. I want to go for it. I want to become the back-to-back Neo champion. I don't want Robert winning my title. And then they are now both in the same straight again. And we do have just 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Hopping up, there he is, as down onto the arc goes Battle. Then behind, look at the speed that Ongaro is carrying. Let's run with, let's drop back to Ongaro. It's probably the chasing car, the number 2 machine. He's the one who's going for it. The lead is down to just about 1.9 seconds. The car smokes. He can see where it is. We've been racing now for 55 minutes and there's 1.9 seconds between them. Up the straight goes Ongaro. So you'll see the sliding tail of the Mugen of Robert Bataille just ahead of him, throwing it round. Bataille now is probably the man who thinks, I can't throw it away now. There's thousands of people watching this. I don't want to make a fool of myself. And he actually loses a bit of time there on the mud. And it's getting closer. It's getting closer. And look at Ongaro. Ongaro now is coming after the wily old fox, the young hound. But certainly Ongaro's gaining, and he's not leaving anything in the locker, is he? It's all out there. As Ongaro desperately tries to find and make up that 1.7 seconds. He has this lap, and I think they have 2 more. I think there's 2.5 laps to go. Battle has actually eased out the lead very slightly in this one. So Ongaro now is probably praying for some help from the traffic that's up ahead. Definitely this lap, it's been a better one for Bataille, and he's now controlling the pace. But Ongaro, very quick in this section. He flies down here, very quick there. And again, the foreshortening effect. He now needs to get a drive up the hill. A couple of marshals take one of those back marker cars out. They turn around. It was 1.7 last time. And it's going to go, I think, slightly out this time. Yeah, by a tenth in the end. The second part of that lap was absolutely superb from David Ongaro. And we are now on the penultimate lap. There are 2 laps to decide who's going to become the Neo 2018 champion. Will it be Robert Bataille, or will it be David Ongaro? I warn you now, they're going to do fireworks at the end, so be prepared to be tremendously shocked. Everyone likes a banger around here, it seems. So at the bottom of the straight now. And it has got closer than it has ever been before. They're both going to be in the same shot, and we have 1.25 laps to go. It is building up to the most amazing crescendo. But look at it, it's Ronald, he's even there. Ongaro right behind, Battle with a lap to go. They are almost occupying the same space. I can't even sum this race up, it's too exciting. They are now a bad drive, and Ongaro's going to have a chance to go up the inside. The back marker out the way, and they are neck and neck on the last lap of a 1 hour race. What can Robert do? And up the inside, Ongaro thinking about the inside, hops in. Can he get round? They're going to drive hard up the straight. They're going to come at the end, and they break, and it's blocked up. And now Ongaro looking to go left, right. He actually landed on him. Gave him a quick shove. They are right together. Who is going to win it? Will it be the Spaniard or the Italian? A fantastic comeback from both of them at various different times. A slight advantage now as they go down the roller coaster for the final time of this 1 hour final. Ongaro all over the back of. And he's got the inside. He's going to get him. It's beautiful bit of black parking, but now he's got a chance for a 3-corner pass. Slightly eased out, and they're moving up now on the last time on the pavement. And it's up the inside comes Ongaro, but no, he just bounced the wrong way. And this is now 2 corners. This has got to be the perfect chance. And another mistake. Oh, so close. But it's Robert Bataille who will take the win. An absolutely unbelievable race. Fantastic performance. You can only mould that. Ongaro so close as it all goes crazy with the fireworks, but what a fantastic performance. Robert, I can't tell you how impressed I was. That is one of the greatest performances I've ever seen. The way you hunted him down over half an hour.
Yeah, no, I mean, at the beginning I have too much side bite, and I made 4 or 5 mistakes by myself, like super bad. I was, I think, like 25 seconds to the lead or something, so much. So then it's Ongaro had the engine super rich after each refueling. So I just decided to push 200% just on that minutes where he was rich. finally got it. In the last lap, I was like, oh fuck, no, not again like dirt, like losing for half a second. So I got it, and I'm super.
So yeah, was it just a case of the last couple of laps? Were you tightening up, or was he just throwing caution to the wind? Because suddenly you had that cushion and it went.
Yeah, I mean, I was first, and I didn't want to go 200%. It was just comfortable, and he approached me, he got me, and I said like, now I will close everything just to get first.
So perhaps not your best ever race, but perhaps your best 50 minutes after those first 10 minutes.
Yeah, for sure. The last 30 minutes has been like amazing. Car was awesome. So it's just incredible. I'm even tired. So.
Davide, I don't know whether to say congratulations or commiseration because it was a brilliant performance, but just not.
Next time. No, the car was good in all the final. I made a mistake and Robert passed me, but first in the e-buggy and second in nitro is okay, perfect.
When Ronner Falk broke down, you had a 15-second lead over Robert. Did you know he was coming? Could you feel it, or were you being told?
Yeah, I tried to stay as possible as calm, but Robert was so fast and it's okay, no problem.
One thing we know, your car seemed to run very rich towards the end, a lot of smoke. Why was that?
For me, this speed is okay, so we tried this setup in the final and it was good.
1 minute and 20 seconds into this one, and in the lead it looks like
It's one of probably the best Neo final I've seen in years. On a spectacular track, and they're racing together, and yeah, it was just, I mean, Ongaro had hardly any tyres left towards the end,
Yeah.
so that played a big part. But that said, applaud both of them, and towards 45 minutes we were just seeing Robert put in one of the kind of drives that he's known for. Ongaro would have been amazing if he could go back to back, but I don't know.
You have to admire the Ongaras, actually.
Yeah,
the way
definitely.
their attitude is just kind of a winner's attitude, and even in not winning, that's when you really find out how much of a sportsman somebody is.
Yeah.
And again, a nail-biting experience for him, because obviously he wants his son to do well, and he had every chance to take the win. I was actually going from looking at him to looking at Davide, and total composure. So we have the maturing young gun in second. We have the veteran Bataille in first. He's been around the world, hasn't he? And he showed us exactly what he's capable of today. And, yeah,
definitely. I mean, he's threatened to win so many races in the past, and just a couple of months ago, DNC he claimed second just behind David, and it's also about these guys' programs, not about only about their driving, but everything is just should be perfect, really.
It's not a good day to be one of your friends, though, is it?
Gotta say bye, guys.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
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 Yeah.
See you next time.
Have a good
All right,
journey. Bye. Servos. This track.
I don't know. It's just something about those servos that doesn't match Redovan.
Baldo's great hosts. Not particularly home advantage.
No, I don't. I think. I thought through the format quite a lot, and obviously the level of drivers helps and everything, but at the end of the day, we give people a lot of track time on purpose to negate any thoughts of home track advantage.
Yeah.
And you saw what happened in the final. They're finishing 2 seconds apart, an Italian kid and a Spanish guy who lives in Barcelona, which is quite far away.
It is. Did you have a good day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My race was horrible.
Yeah.
But the organization of the race, I think, was okay.
I heard that they were pretty good, the organisers. Do you have any complaints about them?
As much as possible, we work to make all that event as bigger as possible. But I think it's okay.
The thing is, Brian, we need to get the diggers out and move.
I think if the next year, if Phillips agree to make here, we change the track.
Oh, really? Yeah. That's an exclusive. It's been a lot warmer than usual.
Right.
Yeah, a lot warmer.
Palm trees over there.
Yeah, but it did rain for 20 minutes.
I know.
Cool, thanks, Phil. See you next year.
Yeah,
why not? Let's do it.
la barricada.